Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I wanted to wish you a wonderful day, for there is wonderful energy, wonderful opportunities, wonderful things that are right ahead, right before us. So we just want to be in gratitude and be ready for that. I'm here to discuss this law of one, the transcendental psychology. I'm an artist and a philosopher. Only take all those things that I'm talking about. Only take what resonates with you, what's consonant with you. For we all humans. We all make mistakes. We all have errors within our consciousness, and so just see your own errors as something you need to learn from, and bypass. Do not dwell on the mistakes of others. Just do not let it affect you. And we all have a past, so we want to make peace with our past. It's very important in order to create this new future. And for that, it comes down to controlling our frequency. I have a friend, good friend in the energy world, that used to say that all is frequency. It's Albert Einstein, a renowned scientist. He said that everything is frequency, from the atom to the consciousness to the galaxy. Everything is just different energy that are holding certain frequency. And the frequency we need to control is our own frequency, our mental and emotional frequency. So we want to hold that frequency as high as possible, to be always in this, to be in this highest state possible, to maintain it, so that we can move into the driver's seat. Because within our DNA, which is memory that comes up in our experience, that comes from our cellular structure, we have those cell memory that are coming back, and there is certain codes that are restricting us, like habits or addictions or certain things like that. And we have also memories, also codes that are freeing us. But there's all kinds of new codes that are coming in. So utilize those new codes to eliminate the old. And there's certain sacrifice that we need to make in order that prevents us from moving forward. But nobody can prevent the ascension. There's groups that are trying to prevent this ascension, that are doing anything they can to slow it down. But the truth is going to come up, and no matter what, it's like trying to stop the sun from rising. It's like it's going to be difficult for humans to prevent the sun from rising, no matter what they do. And so it is very much about having no judgment on the past, in order to move into this new, and move into the new, and to realign ourselves and redefine our sense of priority, to a sense of what our goals, our value, all kinds of things. That's like, but you want to trust your feelings, your feeling state of life, because there is no pill that we're going to take that's going to create this healing, or that's going to create the ascension. And it's all about moving from a linear path to a quantum state, understanding there is not all that much we can see. Sometimes we have to trust the outcome, to continue to cultivate the love, the wisdom, and the courage within ourselves. Having courage does not mean not to have fear. It means if you're afraid, you're going to do it anyway, to see to overcome the fear. So it is very much a very powerful time. This 2020 is like we've been into this pressure cooker, and this 2020, and it's like, but this is how diamonds are made, and they're made through the pressure, and then already feel the release of the pressure, and it's coming 2021. So you can already feel that, because the world is really in the dark, but the deconnection we're going to reconnect to the physical world, but the more we find a dissociation with this 3D limited world that we live in, the closer we are to that inner connection, where to realize that we're never alone. We always have wonderful company of our guides and spirits and angels. And so we just passed this very powerful, full moon. I think it was in Leo, and then we're moving into, very soon on the 30th, Mercury is going to go retrograde. When we are living in the 3D world, the retrograde of Mercury was really problematic, because we were operating solely through our mental body. But now we're moving into a feeling state. It's like it's really good, and when Mercury is going to slow down, it's going to feel like really good, because our mental body is going to return to this power of silence. Briefly, I'm going to pull a few cards with the Dakini. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. It takes me a few days, because I'm pretty busy, but everything, I'm always responding to all the calls. And thank you for your comments. I thank you for your likes, your subscription, your sharing, your kind donations. The essence is Mercury. It is the power of the magician. It is the power of the one. It's understanding the miracles is really something natural. We have the power to create magic and miracles. And the more we ask collectively for divine intervention, the faster it will come. The universe needs to be informed that this is really what we want. We want magic. We want miracle. We want to let go of the struggle. Around this situation, you can interpret them differently. Those cards are just the means by which it's a tool, it's a support. Around this situation is the Mont Meru, is the center of the universe. It is our ability to connect to God, to turn our thoughts to the center. What we see before us in our conscious mind that will unfold is the asylum. It is this place of peace within ourselves, the place of where we can pause, we can sit in our I am presence within ourselves. In our subconscious, the subconscious will always come to test us. When we move into this silence, it's like when for people are sometimes afraid because when they come into silence, there is all kinds of fear, all kinds of doubts, all kinds of. But it is really pushing our buttons to see. It's like a temptation. It is really there to deactivate all those things, because if we do not want to face a fear or an emotion, it is like we're pushing it down and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's just here to be released. It has to be felt and recognized to be released. And then when we're then in the silence, there is so much. Silence is a great prophet. Everything we got to make it a habit to go into meditation and silence. And in the subconscious, we have the hermit, the way through. It is the past that's clearing up. And right now, this wonderful time is the time of abundance. For abundance is a natural flow. Everything you ever desire is because you meant to have what you desire. God would not give you a desire if you were not able to receive it. So it is all about trusting that whatever you desire, deep desire of the heart. For this is abundance, is because this kind of abundance means it's very much about freedom. It's about having this flow, having breaking free of the limitation. It means many things, but the true desire of the heart. Sometimes you just keep life simple. It's not about accumulating months of gold or anything like that, but for sometimes if we have too many things, we feel like we have to protect it, and it's like it creates more problems. Just keep your life simple and just have more than enough. The key is to ask for more than enough. And so the idea is that whenever we have a desire, it's like we're meant to realize it. And the same thing with the obstacle. There is never an obstacle that if we have an obstacle in front of us, it's because God knows that we are able to go around it or to go over it. It's like, because if we fell in front of an obstacle, it's never because the obstacle. It is because our soul is too weak not wise enough to find a way through. So all obstacles and all desires are very important, and it's just a dance. And eventually we let go of all those ego limited things to move into the flow of magic and miracles. We see that there is nothing else before us, and so this abundance is present right now. And so just be in gratitude and receive and continue to share whatever we have to learn to share and exchange and to recreate those flows. So it's like everything flows. There's no holding back, and because there is people that are being holding back, and so that's why there is the flow are prevented on this world. But eventually everything, the vents were going to be open, and the flows will be returning. The world will be able to be joyful, to be abundant, to be prosper. For it's been a test this past year. What we're coming up next is the mother's milk. It is the ability for the duality to return to unity. This feeling of wanting to return to the great source, the great light. Our strength and power within the situation is soma. It is the moon. It is for facing our fear in order to refine our plan, and to be the moon has a soft and beautiful side, but it also has a challenging side. It's like it's a buffer zone. We do not have all the clarity, so just continue to cultivate the trust and the faith. What comes to us from the outside world is the chameleon. It's the world is adapting to us right now. Sometimes we had to adapt to the world. Now it is the world that is adapting to us. So continue to cultivate your inner sense of empowerment, and the world will continue to match that evolution. What we feel in our inner emotion, our hopes and fears, is the Scarlet Woman. The Scarlet Woman is the universal card. It is the Great Mother. It is Mother Earth. It is the feminine sign of femininity. It is a rebirth. And the outcome will be the Tree Spirit, Yakshi. It is the sense of growth, the sense of being anchored in the earth, the sense of rising towards heaven, the sense of connection. All the trees are connected to one another. We'll come to realize they are conscious beings, intelligent beings. And so... So we really are called to upgrade our value system, upgrade our goals, and there is no more need to seek approval from others. You want to find approval from God, approval from your spirit guides, for they know what's right for you. They can assist you, and God knows all things, and He will assist you. Bring God into every experience, traverse everything. For everything gets easier when you involve your I Am Presence. For your I Am Presence is a direct link to the Universal Father at the center of centers, but it's also connected to all forms of divinity. It is the great mediator. He knows all things, and it is connected to all, and He will always do its best to harmonize you to the highest frequency, and holding frequency. And so it is, I was going to mention, which I did mention, that the desire we have are meant to be fulfilled, but we have to let go of the outcome, to trust. What we seek is the certain qualities for life. What are the elements that will make the quality of our life that we seek, and to be clear and ask for abundance. Ask for miracle, ask for divine intervention, and we want to be free of collective egregores that are still limited, like collective thoughts and beliefs that are limiting us, and free of outer authority. For it is not my authority; it's your authority that counts. It's like we are recreating this reality each and every day, each and every moment. So just follow whatever feels right. And let whatever comes up in the silence, and let it flow in and flow out, rather than reject it or avoid it. For the subconscious is always testing us when we are in silence, and but we have to make it a habit to make those meditations in the present moment, to connect more and more to the present moment, for we are sub-creator with the creator, and we are very powerful in that aspect. And we want to aspire for freedom, and not aspire to create the freedom for ourselves. We cannot expect like some other beings or so some political change or to create that freedom. It is for us to create our own freedom and trust that, and from there we'll have a deep power of influence. As we do that collectively, the world will change rather rapidly. It depends on us that it's changing quickly or slowly. And for your tools are your intention, your tools are your thoughts, your tools are your words and your actions, and you want to utilize those tools with the highest wisdom possible, and to understand this is the substance, the love that is behind it, and the cause and the effect, and becoming master of that. Well, I just thought I'd come and just say hello and make this short video, and I'm going to pull a few cards to see some complementary guidance, information to see. So the observer is happy to acknowledge that all things are perfect. And from this acknowledgement of perfection, you are aligned with the universal Father, the truth of God. For all, God is like, He sees all things as perfect because everything is exactly where it needs to be to learn. And then from there is always all kinds of magic and miracle possibility, and you tune into the joy, to the happiness, and then from there it's so much easier to create something we want from a state of happiness. So breathe, release. The highest wisdom is flexibility, not to be rigid, to keep your mind not too angular. Sometimes it's good to have no opinions about things. If you don't have an opinion, you're flexible. So flexibility, to remain flexible right now, it is important. What we need to understand is a never-ending story. It means the dramas are absolutely unnecessary. We have to let go of those dramas. what we need to do is imagination. Continue to cultivate your imagination. Imagine this life that you want for yourself and this beautiful life that you want for the world. Imagination is also creativity. Creativity is an attribute of our divine potential, and the outcome is chopping wood. It's about getting ready, for there is a storm that is coming, but first we need to calm down the storm within us, and then for this year is the next few years, but this year is a lot of revelation will come in, and we want to bring the whole world into this alignment with this higher truth, this point of freedom. And so, but make it already so for yourself as much as possible, as often as possible. Just find time to enjoy yourself, to rejoice, to be grateful for life, to share good things with whoever is available, and so it is, and it is so. We will be free. We are free. We are joyful. We are just keep making those positive reaffirmation as often as necessary. For I am love. I am light. I am. We are eternal creator connected to the one source of all that is. So it's like we're children of God, children of if you're children of the King of Kings, that means it gives you certain royalty. We are all royalties down here. We just don't know. We have forgotten that filiation to God. And so I'm going to sing this song. It's a French song. I'm going to sing, but it's in English. It's an English version of a French song. It goes like this. If you go away on this summer day, then you might as well take the sun away. All the birds that flew in the summer sky, when our love was new and our hearts were high, and the day was young and the night was long, and the moon stood still for the night bird's song. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away, but if you stay, I'll make you a day like no day has been or will be again. We'll sail the sun, we'll ride on the rain, we'll talk to the trees and fly with the wind. But if you go away when I love you so, there'll be nothing left in this world, you know. Just an empty space full of empty room, like the empty look I see on your face. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away. But if you stay, I'll make you a day like no day has been or will be again. We'll sail the sun, we'll ride on the rain, we'll talk to the trees and fly with the wind. But if you go away, if you go away, please don't go away. A romantic song from Jacques Brel. I think he was not sure who wrote I think Frank Sinatra used to sing that song in English. There's maybe other people. Nina Simone as well. For the card of the day is the Ace of Michael. It's the brilliance of thoughts, the Excalibur, the brilliance, the clarity of mind, very much so. He's standing on top of a mountain here with like... When we climb the whole mountains at the end, we have this beautiful view, and the way is down. But first we have to climb it. And so he says, a marvelous idea just came about. Do not let yourself be stopped by the chaos, by the hurdle on your way. Elucidate all problems of communication. So communication is very important. Be kind in your communication, but communicate. Very important to communicate in today. So do not use in whichever way you feel it's necessary, and do not stay in touch. Voilà. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.